I've traveled this route 100 times, there and back. The same stones, the same cisterns, everything the same, even the same robbers. Only the people come and go, but everything remains the same. One generation passeth away, and another generation cometh. But this land is dry and desolate, and yields nothing. Is this Eretz Yisrael, a land flowing with milk and honey, the Holy Land? Why did you come here? What have you got here? Silver, gold. All we've got is sand, disease, filth, stones. Why did you come here? To suffer?
We came to God's land because it's waiting for us. It wants us to come here. It yearns to be redeemed.
It wants you. Is that how you're going to achieve redemption? By force? By forcing the hand of God? Oh, how foolish you are. Such fools. Such fools.
We've been here in Eretz Yisrael for 4 years. Have we enjoyed its bounty or rejoiced in its rebuilding? No. We've experienced the epidemic that swept through Safat. There were 9 of us. Now only my daughter Shendel and I remain.
Rabbi Israel, this is a serious problem. The air is not good here. Why did you come here? The air is not good here. May Allah have mercy on you.
O merciful God, have pity and compassion on us. I know that these are the woes that precede the coming of the Mashiach. He approaches one step at a time, following a twisted path. This is what our teacher, the Gaon Rabbi Eliyahu, told us. It's a long, complex process. If Shendel recovers, I'll drive stakes into this land for our descendants. I vow for the sake of generations to come that I will write a book on those mitzvot that can only be fulfilled in Eretz Yisrael. Shendel did recover. We returned to Safat. I remarried and raised a new family, devoting all my time to serving the community. I raised money to enable Jews to settle the land of Israel. I interceded with the Turkish authorities. Unfortunately, I could not find time to write my book about the mitzvot practiced in Eretz Yisrael. They jailed me on a pretext so they could extort a ransom from the Jewish community. It was right before Purim. There was a terrible storm. We were all at home, Yuta, the girls, and I. Suddenly, the house collapsed on us. It was a miracle. None of us was harmed. For me, it was a sign from heaven. I must fulfill my vow. I dreamt of the days in which the mitzvot of Eretz Yisrael would be fulfilled once again. At the time I was writing my book, Rabbi Yisrael Bach came to Eretz Yisrael and settled in Safat. He came from a Hasidic family, an energetic man blessed with many talents. He painted pictures, made watches, designed and cast typefaces, and even manufactured remedies to heal the sick. Eretz Yisrael was the bond between us.
Thank God the books I printed were well received in the diaspora. But deep in my heart, I yearn to bring earth and heaven closer to one another. When Rebbe Yisrael of Shiklov showed me his manuscript, I could sense the soil of Eretz Yisrael on every page, its fragrance after the rain, its myriad hues, its texture. My senses reeled and my heart sang. I yearned to plow, sow, and reap. I wanted to fulfill the mitzvot of Eretz Yisrael with my own hands.
Jerusalem will be rebuilt only when she is truly desired by her people, when her people establish her foundations and till her soil. We have to build, plow, sow. We must take action. I've never met such a stubborn mule. Enough!
Enough already. When will you understand? Are you blind? Can't you see? Is this redemption? Tell me, is this redemption? You are defying God's will. You and your dreams are bringing us disaster. After Egyptian governor Ibrahim Pecha succeeded in suppressing the revolt, he contracted malaria. But with God's help, I succeeded in curing him. As a token of his appreciation, he gave me a parcel of land in Jermak village on Mount Meron. Here on Mount Meron, my dream began to come true. With my son Nisan, I set up a model farm. We worked the soil of Eretz Yisrael, and it was kind to us. Nisan remained at the farm. I returned to Tzfat and rebuilt my printing business. I cast new type to replace what was destroyed in the pogrom and was able to print Rabbi Israel's book.
Who has granted us life and sustenance and enabled us to reach this season. By studying the mitzvot of Eretz Yisrael found in this book, we prove and strengthen our faith in redemption. We are confident the land now desolate will yield abundant fruit. But this depends on the Jewish people. If the Jews continue to remain in exile, all will stop. The land of Israel will not be rebuilt without the people of Israel.
A year later, a horrendous tragedy occurred in Tzfat. The land I loved so dearly began to tremble as an earthquake brought the entire city down. It happened during mincha prayers. The shuls were full of people. The walls caved in and crushed them all. Thousands lost their lives. The print shop was totally destroyed. Thanks to divine providence, I was far away at the time, tending to an Arab patient. It is difficult, so difficult to find comfort. Two years after that, Sir Moses Montefiore and his wife Judith came to visit us. My son Nissan accompanied them. Greetings, welcome. I am so pleased that you took the time to grace us with your presence.
We are honored by this privilege. We're so happy to hear of your grandson's birth. Mazel tov. May there be many more like you among our people.
Indeed. But most Jews remain in exile. They live well there, involved in worldly pursuits. Besides, it is impossible to acquire any more land.
Nissan, come and eat.
Just a minute. Get away from here.
The Turks ousted the Egyptian governor and again took over Eretz Yisrael. Rabbi Yisrael Bach's farm was taken from him, and Jews are no longer permitted to acquire land.
טוב אדוני לכל ולחמיו ולכל מעשיו ידעוך אדוני כל מעשיך חסידיך יברכוך כל מעשיך אמונה שלמה בביאס המשיח, בביאס המשיח אני מאמין ואף על פי שישמח
כמה שאתם טיפשים.
Such fools. Such fools.
בביאס המשיח, בביאס המשיח אני מאמין ואף על פי שישמח אני בוזע אני מאמין באמונה שלמה בביאס המשיח, בביאס המשיח אני מאמין ואף על פי שישמח
דווקא, אבל בארץ ישראל נהגים בלקט שלך הופעה ופעידנה.